I think I got mixed personalities. This bitch switched up my whole mentality. This girl, she got mixed personalities.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into this video, make sure you subscribe, turn the post notification on if you haven't already, and leave a like and a comment. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. For all my female subscribers, we're finna have a little one-on-one. Okay, today I'm going to be giving y'all female hygiene tips and telling y'all what I keep in my very own personal emergency kit. Number one, we're going to start off with like washing the coat, if y'all know what I mean. I'm in a stage of my life where it's very like important to maintain and keep up with that area, like making sure it smells good, making sure it's fresh and kept clean, you know. And for anybody else, you know, especially teens or females, being specific, females that are like getting into that and like starting their cycles and stuff like that, this is very important because like when I was that age, honestly y'all, I didn't have my mom to help me because I didn't grow up with my mom, so I didn't have my mom to help me go through my first cycle or anything like that. So I'm here for those that are like me or how I was. Okay, so to wash your area, to me, a lot of people say don't use Summer's Eve and like feminine wash, but honestly I use Vagisil, y'all, and it's like I like it, like it works. So I don't use Summer's Eve. I mean, I really didn't have a problem when I was using it, but I did hear like a lot of bad sides to it, like, so I don't recommend using Summer's Eve. Just specifically, I rather like use Vagisil, just because I don't know, to me it works better for me, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, and when you wash your area, don't wash hard. Like people use a lot of people use rags, I guess, washcloths to wash, but honestly I wouldn't recommend using a washcloth to wash down there. I don't use a washcloth because especially if it's sensitive, like if you have like a very sensitive area, then I wouldn't recommend using a washcloth because it does irritate it. I'd rather use my hand, or if you do use a washcloth, make sure it's a microfiber. I think that's what it's called, microfiber washcloth, which is like softer. It's basically what they use for like babies. Like use a baby washcloth basically if you want to use one, because it's softer and it doesn't like irritate the skin. Because when you wash your area, you have to wash, like you have to make sure you get in, not inside because that's kind of weird, but make sure you get all the areas, like so it won't leave any type of like residue. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And when you wash down there, make sure you're going inside the little creases, because a lot of like when you wipe from like tissue, a lot of tissue residue can get stuck in there, and all that buildup really leaves an odor. Just saying, like it really does leave an odor. So I would recommend that you wash, make sure you get all the areas like in between everything, you know. I'm not even gonna hold back. It's no blurred lines in this because we're females. I'm pretty sure no male clicked on this video. We're all females, so we all like have the same thing. We all understand what's going on down there. Okay. So yeah, so that's with washing it. And if you do want to use a soap, make sure you don't use like very strong soap. Use like a mild soap. I recommend using Dove because Dove doesn't like leave, it doesn't have like a very strong smell. It has like a baby fresh smell, like versus Dial soap, like the yellow Dial soap. That's very like that's a very strong smelling soap. So yeah, and another thing, do not use body wash down there. Don't. Like it's meant for your body, like washing your body, giving you like a smell, a nice smell, especially like Bath and Body Works. Do not use that down there. Don't. I cannot stress that enough. Don't. Okay, don't. That's not it. I don't know if that throws off your pH, but I just know it's not good to put something scented down there, because honestly your area isn't supposed to smell like roses and strawberries. It's not. It's supposed to just smell clean. It's not supposed to have like a good smell. So if you hear somebody say, oh, mine smell like roses or mine smell like strawberries, that's not good. It's not healthy. So yeah, just don't use any type of like scented soap down there. And yeah, another tip is like when you're starting your cycle. Honestly, y'all, if you're just now starting, I understand like using pads and stuff like that. But if you've been having cycles, I mean, I understand some people cannot use tampons. I'll be so honest. Some people can't use tampons because it's just very uncomfortable. But if you can, I recommend that everybody at least tries tampons rather than using pads, just because with a tampon, I'm going to give y'all the pros and cons of using a tampon versus a pad. A pad, you're sitting in your own blood. Let's just put it like that. Let's be real. When you wear a pad and you're in school with a pad on and you bleed, you're sitting in your own blood, literally. Like, I cannot do it. With the tampon, it soaks everything up before it even gets out. So you don't even feel it. I mean, I recommend that you use a pad or a panty liner when using a tampon as well. That way, you know, like, when it does trying to bleed out or run over, you'll still feel it and you can be able to catch it before you start bleeding through, you know? So, I recommend using a pad, and if you don't or you're scared to use a pad, I recommend, like, find a female that you trust. Honestly, I didn't have my mom for my first period, but she did end up helping me, like, probably, like, the 3rd year of my period. My mom did help me, like, figure out how to use a tampon. So, you find somebody that you trust, like a female that you trust, to help you know how to use it or help you use it, you know? So, yeah, another female hygiene tip, make sure, I know a lot of people don't like, because they're feminist or whatever, I think that's what it's called, a feminist or whatever, like shaving under your arms. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I need a shave right now. Like, I'm not as clean as I should be. But honestly, I feel like shaving under your arms is like very necessary, especially for females. Honestly, some people might go against it because they think like, oh, if a boy doesn't have to do it, then females shouldn't have to do it. But y'all, hair carries odor and bacteria and all that. Like, if you sweat, it just all gets stuck in your hair, and it's just disgusting. Honestly, it causes odor more than just a shaved, clean underarm. I keep my underarm shaved because, and plus I don't like that white residue and that you can see when you wear deodorant and you have hair under your arms. It's just not attractive to me. I really, do you, boo. That's all I'm gonna say. If you feel otherwise, do you, boo. But me, I recommend shaving under your arms. Make sure it stays shaved because it does help with keeping the odor away or keeping you from getting musty, you know? That also brings me to, like, make sure you keep deodorant. Make sure you keep deodorant on you. I always keep deodorant on me. Deodorant and perfume is always in my book bag for school. I keep it in my book bag. I cannot go to school without my deodorant because I even put it on, like, twice throughout the day. Just because, like, I like to make sure I don't stink. So, yeah. So, moving on to my emergency kit. Everything I keep in here, y'all, it says petty queen. Because guess who's petty? Me. I'm just playing. I'm not petty. It's just a thing. Okay, so first, what you need to keep in your, well, what I keep in my personal emergency kit is this little spray. This is a Summer's Eve spray. I know I was talking about not using Summer's Eve, but this doesn't, you don't wash or anything with this. It's just a spray. Neutralizes odor. So basically you spray it around the area, and it's mainly, I use it mainly like during my period times, like when I'm on my period and stuff like that. So yeah, I keep a spray in here. It's very helpful, like, to keep that odor away, even if you're not on your period and you just want to spray down there just to make sure nothing is like then yeah. Next thing in here is, I always keep tampons. I keep tampons in here just in case it does start and you may need it. And I told y'all I only use, well, I didn't really tell y'all that I only use tampons, but I only use tampons, y'all. So yeah. And like I said about the pad, keeping a pad on while you have a tampon in, just to make sure, like, you don't bleed through, basically. So that's why I keep 2 tampons and a pad in here. The next thing I keep in here is deodorant. I'm pretty sure y'all could have guessed it. I told y'all I keep deodorant on me. Yeah, it's just good to always have deodorant because you never want to be musty, okay? And I keep perfume in my book bag. It's not big enough to keep in here, so I keep that in my book bag. And y'all, I know it might be weird to bring this to school or bring this with you, but it's an emergency kit, y'all. You never know what you're going to need. So I advise y'all to keep a pair of extra underwear somewhere. It doesn't have to be in your emergency kit. Just keep it in your book bag or something somewhere. Just because, like, you may start your period and you may literally bleed through, like, just ruin your underwear. And it's always good to keep an extra pair just in case that does happen. And they're just Walmart underwear. Literally, I don't know if I got these from Walmart. I don't know where I got these from. But they're just cheap underwear, any type of underwear. No, like, extra cute lace underwear, you know, that you wear. Because why would you want to, you already just ruined a pair of underwear. Like, why would you want to ruin another pair? You already know you're on your period. Like, it's no point. So always keep an extra pair of underwear with you because it's very helpful if you do start your period and you completely ruin your previous pair. So yeah. And that brings me to, like, during your period time, like during that week or so, however long you're on your period, I suggest that you wear, like, cheap underwear like that, like Walmart underwear, or just, like, any type of underwear that's not extra, like the pink underwear or the Victoria's Secret underwear, all of that. I suggest don't wear those type of underwears while you're on your period because you could really ruin a nice pair of underwear. Like, is really no point. And plus, nobody's gonna see it. Like, nobody's gonna see that pair of underwear that you're wearing. Especially, I know some people might, you know, want to be all with their man and stuff like that, but nobody's gonna see it during that time because what man wants to be in your area when it's bleeding? You feel me? I mean, some people, you know, do y'all boo, but some people do, but most people don't. So, yeah. And I kind of did that kind of out of order. I just showed y'all what's in my thing in the middle of the video, but it's okay. Some more tips that I have on, like, shaving. Okay, when you shave your area, I suggest use oil. Like, I personally use coconut oil or either olive oil, but, like, okay, this is the coconut oil I use. Like, it comes, well, some of it's liquidy, it, like, melts, but it really comes in a solid form, but it melts. Either way, it's still oil. I feel like it works way better than shaving cream because with shaving cream, it still gives you razor bumps and everything. Like, to me, I don't like shaving cream. It doesn't really do the job. But with oil, it moisturizes your skin and it gives it that smooth baby butt feel. It's very, like, it really smooths your skin out. Like, when you shave, you don't have those extra bumps and the pricklies and all of that. This really helps. Like, coconut oil or olive oil, some type of oil, not vegetable oil. That's for cooking. But yeah, some type of oil, it works way better than shaving cream, and I just suggest that y'all use that instead of shaving cream. And you can also use that on your legs, on your underarms, anything. Like, it works so good. So that brings me on to razor bumps. Okay, so I use this bump stopper. Like, if you do get razor bumps, I really don't have to use it anymore because this coconut oil helps so good, like, with not giving me razor bumps. So I really don't have to use it, but this honestly might be one of the reasons, like, it works. I mean, I don't get bumps as much, like, because I was using this for, like, I don't use it anymore, honestly. I really don't because I don't have to. But when I was using it, it really did help, like, stopping your razor bumps. Basically, if you have bumps and you know, like, the area where you get bumps at, you apply this to it every time you get out the shower. Even if you don't shave, it's good to put it on just because it'll help in the future, basically. But make sure you put it on after every shave, especially. But I don't know where I got this from, so make sure y'all find something that helps with razor bumps. It doesn't have to be this specifically, but find something that helps razor bumps because it really does help, like, instead of you just trying to deal with it. And plus, it's very, like, irritating. Razor bumps are irritating. They itch. They're very irritating. Very, very, very irritating. Yeah, okay, so another thing that I want to let you guys know, like, into a little secret, when you sleep, honestly, y'all, honest the truth, I do not sleep with underwear. just because I feel like it's better to let the area breathe. Like sometimes I don't suggest not wearing underwear like out in public and stuff like that, because to me it's just very uncomfortable. It doesn't feel right. But when you going to sleep, or when you're in the bed or just laying there chilling, you're not really doing nothing that day, I suggest not wearing underwear, because it just gives that area room to breathe. And when you do wear underwear, make sure your underwear has cotton in it, like in the area, in the patch. Like the underwear I have, this material is polyester, but the area that actually touches your kukanana is cotton. It has a cotton strip right here. So cotton is just, it absorbs like moisture, I guess. Is that right? It just absorbs moisture. Like compared to like silk is not good for your area. It's not. It suffocates the area. It doesn't give it any type of breath. It doesn't let it breathe at all. And that's like with wearing like tight underwear. Like I suggest your underwear be loose, especially around the area, because in the air, like in the crease where your kukanana and your legs meet, like that area, especially, not trying to be mean, but like especially if you're thicker in your thighs, like that area does rub against each other. So I would suggest not wearing very, very tight underwear, because it does irritate that. And I've learned that from experience, like trying to wear tight underwear, and it ended up like leaving like rashes right there from it being so tight on my skin and like just rubbing against each other. It was very uncomfortable. So y'all, that's pretty much it, and that's pretty much all the feminine hygiene hacks I have for you guys. I'm pretty sure there's more. I pretty much told y'all all the hacks and tips that I do, and yeah, I really hope that y'all take something from this video and that you keep up with your health and your hygiene, because that's very important in life. Like it really is. Like nobody wants anybody that stinks, and that's with jobs, with relationships, with friendships. Like nobody wants to be around a person that doesn't take care of themselves. So really, this is a very important video, specifically females. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said in the intro, make sure you subscribe, turn your post notifications on, leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video.